I do not have words to express how excited I am about the fact that it is finally fall. But I thought this week that we could just spend some time together. We could do some fall things. I have book club here this weekend at my house, so I'm gonna be baking and decorating and reading fall books. I just wanted to do all the fall things with you guys, and that's exactly what we're gonna do in this video. I don't know about you guys, but I'm a huge mood reader. If I'm not in the mood to read a book and I start it, I'll put it down. Or if I'm like craving a specific kind of book, like a thriller or a romance, no matter what time of year it is, or if I just read like 12 thrillers back to back, if I'm in the mood to read a thriller, I'm gonna read another thriller. I feel like I've been having to read specific books for like specific videos that I've been filming, which has been so much fun, but I just kind of want to go with my mood, and I'm really in the mood for like fall, spooky, dark academia, like sweet little romances. So I figured in this video, I'm just gonna be mood reading whatever I'm in the mood to read besides my book club book. I'm just gonna pick up and read it with you guys. The canvas is blank, and I am just gonna paint with whatever I'm in the mood for, and I'm so excited to mood read. To start this video, I'm gonna go get some cute fall nails and then start my book club book. We are reading Vicious by V.E. Schwab. But for now, let's go get cute fall nails and then we'll see where the day takes us. I have to fly tomorrow. It's just a 2-day trip. So I fly and then I end up in Austin for the night and then I fly home the next day. So I'll have to like meal prep and get stuff ready. But yeah, I'm so excited to be a cute fall girl this week. So a little book update. I am on page 103. I'm about a third of the way done. This book so far has been super interesting. It's probably unlike anything I've ever read before. It's kind of really getting into it now, but the beginning was really confusing for me, and I hope that as I go forward, it'll be a little bit more clear. But it's confusing to me because the first chapter opens up with last night, and then the second chapter is 10 years ago. The third chapter is last night. The fourth chapter is 10 years ago, and then it goes to like 2 days ago. So the plot line of the book is confusing because it's going from before to present, but then like a couple days before the present. So I'm like, what? Obviously books do that where it goes back and forth between the timelines, but I'm curious to see why and how that all ties together. But other than that, this book is not what I thought it was gonna be. These two roommates, Victor and Eli, are in this very pretentious uppity up school, and they have a thesis that they have to do for this class, and one of them chooses EOs, which is extraordinary people, and they find out through research that in order to become extraordinary, it's tied to near-death experiences. At this point in the book, they are killing themselves and bringing themselves back to life through experiments to try to become EOs, extraordinary people that have extraordinary abilities. Was not expecting that. It's very gnarly, but so far it's very like addictive, the writing, and also like seeing what's gonna happen and where it's gonna go. It's definitely keeping me on my toes, and I'm thoroughly enjoying it so far. So I'm gonna keep reading. today when I have time in between my flights and on my flights, I will read some more. I feel like I'm definitely gonna want to continue this series, but we'll just have to see. But for now, I have a couple hours before pickup. I stopped and got Sweetgreen, and I'm gonna eat my salad and read my book a little bit, and then I have to head to work. So I will see you tomorrow when I get home. I am home now. I got in super late last night, and I do have an exciting book update for you. I finished Vicious last night on the flight home. I am so shocked that I read this book in 2 days. This book officially cured whatever problems I had with dark academia. I ate this book up. I mean, this book was so good. I am so excited to talk about it with my book club tomorrow. This book was so addictive. It battles between good and evil, friends and enemies. There's almost like a superhero theme spread through it. But this book really surprised me because I just feel like I haven't heard a lot about it besides when people say dark academia recommendations. But I love this book so much, and I feel like it's unlike anything I've ever read. The way that other characters are introduced in this book and the plot line builds and what seems as fate of these people meeting and having powers. It's just, it was such a good book. I wasn't sure if I was gonna read the second one, but I already ordered it. I cannot wait to read it. Probably not in this video, but definitely here within the month to see what happens, because the book doesn't end on a cliffhanger, but something really big happens in the last sentence. I feel like it's a 5-star read. I cannot recommend this book enough. I am so excited that I'm starting off this video with this book and that I get to talk to the book club girlies tomorrow about this book. And if you need a good atmospheric, dark, kind of gory at times, but not really, and just a really good fall, moody read this book. I think today I'm gonna start a new book. I did get A Study in Drowning with you guys yesterday in Austin, but I think I want to read a different book that's not dark academia. I've been really in the mood to read a vampire-y book, also a newer book as well, so I can give you guys hopefully a new recommendation. So I think I'm gonna start Masters of Death today. I am so excited about this book. It's a special edition and it's so stunning. The only thing I know about this book is that the female main character, Violet, is a real estate agent and also a vampire, and the main male character, Fox, is a medium, and I think she either hires Fox to come look at a house he's trying to sell that's haunted or something like that. That seems to be the vibes and the little things I've heard around on the internet. But I just love a good vampire book. I love anything vampire. I love so much. So I'm gonna start this book today, and this will be my next little moody fall read. It's Saturday, which means
Football.
Specifically, this Saturday is book club. I'm gonna make a little treat because everybody's coming over here, like I told you guys. And I was gonna make like pretzel cigarettes because dark academia just gives me like pretentious cigarette smoking, wine drinking vibes. But I changed my mind last minute because in the book Vicious, it opens up with them in a graveyard and it ends with them in a graveyard. And I found this fun little recipe. It's called Halloween Graveyard Cheesecake Dip. And it's just like a little graveyard. So yeah, we're gonna make that right now. And then I'm gonna decorate a little bit. I'm gonna decorate my mantel place and just get ready for the party tonight. So let's get to baking. It's getting so crazy in here. I had to put on my work apron. How do I look? Do I look like your small town baker in your romance novel who works at Susie Cakes? That is gonna suck mixing that in.
Hey guys, welcome back to the vlog.
Welcome back.
Today I'm here with special guest Michelle, featuring book club.
Wait, this is the book of the month.
We're doing a special book signing for the best book in the world.
I know things changed since we chatted literally yesterday, but my shelves came in yesterday morning and we set them up right before the party and I'm obsessed with them. I just filmed a setting up my library video. It's gonna be so good. But I do have an update for you. I started this book yesterday, you guys saw me. I got about 16 pages in, and while I am liking it, there's nothing wrong with it. We are mood reading. I'm not in the mood for this book right now. So I am gonna put it back, thinking about my mood and what I'm in the mood for. Something about a like fluffy palette cleanser romance just sounds so good to me right now. So I am gonna start the 7-Year Slip. I have heard amazing, amazing, amazing things about this book. I keep seeing it around, and today is officially the second day of fall. The vibes just seem like the most perfect read to me right now, so I am gonna start this book. So I put back Masters of Death. I will pick that up probably later on in this video, but for now, the 7-Year Slip. We're gonna start it and read it. It is the next day. I didn't update you much because I had some things to do. I had to meal prep. I flew today. I'm in Denver right now. So I just had a busy / lazy Sunday, but I started this book and I read today while I was flying, and I'm about 83 pages in. I feel like already it's the kind of book where, and maybe it's just rom-coms in general, but I feel like I've already made like 3 connections of things that are gonna happen later in the book. If you know, you know. My thriller plot twisty mind is always trying to figure out what's going on. In this book, we're following Clementine. She is almost 30. It's in New York. She is a publicist for a publishing agency. Work is kind of her life. Her aunt was her bestie, and her aunt passed away. Her aunt left her apartment in New York. It's giving me Only Murders in the Building apartment like vibes, the way it's described, the character, the oldness, the neighbors, the Persian carpets in the hall, the front doorman. So I'm just picturing Only Murders in the Building as I'm reading this book. But her aunt left her apartment, and upon entering said apartment one day, there is a man there that she has no idea who it is, and the apartment looks like exactly how it was decorated when her aunt lived there. And the calendar in her aunt's apartment is 7 years prior. The 7-year slip. It's all making sense, isn't it? She's starting to connect with the man that was mysteriously in this apartment, but I like it a lot. I love the writing. The chapters are short. I'm really liking the character. I'm not loving the female main character, Clementine, but I see how her character's, gonna build. Like, she's obsessed with work, doesn't really have any friends, doesn't visit her family, and she's gonna fall in love, and he's gonna start to, open her up. So, it's gonna be it's gonna be perfect. I already know the writing's amazing, the chapters are short, unless something absolutely insane and mean happens in this book. I feel like I'm just gonna fly through it. It's just feeling so good, so cozy, the perfect read for this mood reading vlog. This is exactly what I was in the mood for. I do have a book update for you. I finished The 7-Year Slip this morning. It was so sweet. I loved how everything came together. Yes, it was very predictable, but it still made me really happy. This is an amazing romance book. Definitely gave me fall vibes, even though it wasn't set necessarily in the fall. She said this, let me find it. He caught my gaze and held it for 1 heartbeat. 2. His pale eyes were a perfect and cloud gray, like my favorite autumn days. Perfect for dirty chai lattes and chunky scarves. The way he looked at me made my stomach burn. I'm gonna give this book 4 stars. It was the perfect get into fall book, palette cleanser. I loved the theme of this book. The 7-Year Slip and the magical apartment was very cool. I loved the characters. I loved that the main male character was a chef, tattooed. He had a restaurant. I loved that the female main character was in the book world, and I just loved their growth together and separate, and this book was so good. Last time I chatted with you guys, I had decided to pick back up Masters of Death by Olivia Blake, and I am about 150 pages in, which I think is like halfway. I don't want to ruin anything. This is my 3rd Olivia Blake book. My first was Atlas 6, and then I read Alone with You in the Ether, and then now this book. She has amazing characters that are very sassy and witty, but while her writing is stunning. I mean, like, probably some of the most stunning writing I've ever read. It is extremely hard for me to understand and grasp. I don't know about you guys, but when I'm reading to like escape life. And with her writing, it's so stunning, but it's like work to understand. But she's just eloquent, like just the most eloquent, stunning words. And you're like, that word is sexy AF, but I have no idea what it means. So I find myself with Olivia Blake books, like just reading the dialogue. Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me 2 times, shame on me. Fool me 3 times. Does anybody else really struggle with Olivia Blake, or is it just me? Do I need to go like back to school and take an English class? I'm gonna keep reading. I am in Indianapolis right now on a layover, and I am just loving this city. I don't know what it is. It's so cozy, and even though it's a big city, it feels kind of small, and like, I don't know, I love it so much. So I'm about to do my little routine. The coffee shop here called Coat Check Coffee is my favorite. They just have such amazing like house seasonal lattes that are so good. But I'm so excited to go read and to do my little hot girl routine that I do on every single layover. I will read some today and either see you when I get back before pickup, or I will see you tomorrow. Yeah, let's head to the coffee shop. It's the 1st of October and it actually feels like fall here. It's a little bit cold, it's dreary. I have my Gilmore Girls shirt on. I am about to sit here in my little chair. I made my girl cave because the boys are over watching football. I'm gonna sit here and I am gonna finish this book if it's the last thing that I do. I have about 130 pages left. I'm determined to finish it, and that's what I'm gonna be doing in here. I wanted to open something with you because this is my fall cozy reading vlog, and I think that this package is gonna be just my dream come true. This is the brand, it's called Junk Drawer. Literally every single beanie and knit thing that she's made is my dream come true. What is this? Oh, she made this for me. Are you kidding me? Look at the sleeves. A bucket hat. Shut up. Oh my gosh, if this fits me properly, I am literally never gonna take this off. I've never seen myself in a beanie with my short hair. I'm crying. Wait, it's so perfect. I'm very specific about my beanies and I don't like for them to be too like, dare I say nipply at the top. I'm obsessed. Wait, this is my dream come true. Let's take a selfie. Does it get any better than that? And I'm about to have Jersey Mike's. Let's finish this book and see if all the pieces come together, if it was worth the pain and the unnecessary thinking that my brain had to do to get here. Let's see. I have never been more confused by a book. I feel like it's been a really, really, really long time since I rated a book 1 star, and I feel like I'm gonna rate this book 1 star. I'm missing something. I'm not understanding the ending, and I feel like this book is so much more and so much deeper than what you read, but my brain is not putting it together, if that makes any sense. This book was not for me. I feel like defeated. I'm like, why? Hello, brain. Like, why are you not getting it? The pieces aren't clicking together for me. And while some of them did, they're not all the whole picture. I have like pieces, and I feel like in order to really appreciate and love this book, once you have the pieces, you have to be able to put everything together. And my mind is, I'm not capable to do so. I'm so sad I'm ending the video this way.